All right, so building agents on Workday. I think before we go into this, maybe we start with what really even is an agent. Now, if you ask 10 different people, you get 10 different answers on what this is. But I'm going to try and simplify it to how I understand it and how I explain it to, anyone that is asking, what is an agent? I think an agent is a piece of software that sits within, whatever context that you've given it and leverages skills, which are, again, another definition, but skills are a set of instructions that, if followed, would give you like the ability to do a specific thing. Really, that's what it is. So agents leverage skills in order to, make the work that they're doing come to like a definite end. So for example, if I say I want an agent to do expense reports, that agent is an expense report agent. I define it and we'll see how that works. And I define it and I have all the information I need for it. And now I say, okay, use this skill when you need to do that. And all of this is in the descriptions. Now we're going to take a look at this. A funnier way of understanding what agent is if you've never seen The Matrix, or if you have seen The Matrix, when Neo and team are in the other, the superficial world, and they're there and they're like, hey, I need to fly, but I don't know how to fly, or I need to fight, but I don't know kung fu. And there's a guy in the operator, and they call the operator, and the operator like gives them a cartridge of some sort that gives them like this ability to do something external, or the ability to fight. That is an agent loading a skill into, in order to complete a specific task. So an agent would probably be like, step by step, and then using the skills to get to the end of what it's going to do. All of that to just say, these are new words, we're all learning, we're all figuring it out. But building agents on Workday, the thing is, I want to start from what the shift is. So usually, and let me put together this nice Excalibur, really like Excalibur on how they do UIs. So the shift is, you had the old extend model, which is Workday. And now if you've never used Workday extend, I'm going to drop a link somewhere here or here where you could learn more about what Workday extend is. But you could build a custom UIs logic and set this up in like tenanted apps, right? And this would have to be like, and this isn't just like go in and build an application. This is obviously you needed Extend Pro membership, and you built your Extend applications. Now, the issue with this is, yes, like we've all been hand rolling software for years. It's not a terrible thing, but then the time. So that's what AI has brought to us, which is reducing the time to wow, the time to understanding, the time to getting real value. And we've pivoted right now from, building your own UI, rolling it out by hand, to describing an outcome, altering some skills, and an agent composes it via the general governing protocol. And that doesn't mean that Extend is disappearing or it's just becoming a UI surface. It's essentially just becoming the UI surface. The memory store and the deterministic execution layer is still what Extend is. So we're only just creating like a workflow or an easier way of saying, I want to build this, that. And if you have design concepts already created, then you see that your team can move faster. If requirements are already aligned, then you're able to build the applications that you need. So now Workday Build, which also, if you're unfamiliar with what Workday Build is essentially the suite of of products that allow you to make applications on Workday. So it's Extend, it's Orchestrate, it's Dev Agent, and it's also like Data Cloud. There's multiple parts that go into this. So think of it as the set of tools that you would need to build applications. Well, Workday Build, this is what I want the mental model for you to look like. So you as a builder using Dev Agent, obviously leveraging Dev Agent, you can load skills, call tools, write memory, compose, and you can use Dev Agent to create skills, and you can just describe what you want out of an agent and say, hey, okay, so Dev Agent isn't necessarily just building all right. So when it comes to the building blocks, here's the mental model. Ordinarily, you would have to go roll out your own Extend applications or create the requirements that you need, as we've mentioned previously. But with Dev Agent in Developer Agent in Workday Build, what that does for you is it gives you a set of tools that you can now use to move a lot faster. So for example, with Dev Agent, you can build your own agents. You can also just build extend applications. Doesn't need to be agent specific. You can just say, I want to build an app that does this, that, and you can test it and see. We'll switch over to the developer Workday site to see this in action. But that's how you can build with Dev Agent. Now, with Dev Agent, you can also do like build your own skills.md files, which essentially is just procedural knowledge loaded on demand, and you can access Workday APIs through MCP. The good thing about this approach is Workday isn't creating a Workday specific context. We're using open standards. So MCP, which allows you to call different tools, and the way it is in Workday is architected in a way that allows you to have, so the conceptual model is like this. You have 3 layers of hierarchy, and in these 3 layers, you have the agent, which is a top level name, description, provider, version, and the agent leverages skills. And those skills that it leverages are very specific. So you can say, okay, I want a skill that does, you can ask your head of finance, how do you handle this manual task and that takes us weeks? If they can write a skill file, you can load that up into an agent. And you don't have to roll this out manually. So that's one of the ways that you can use skills. And skills load tools, which essentially are, this MCP way of communicating between here's what I want to do and how do I actually do it. That's how I think of it. So let me zoom out a little bit. While we're on the topic of a skill, right? Again, remember I mentioned it's a set of instructions. Think of it always as I need to ride a bike, and I understand in theory how to ride a bike. So if I put my feet on the pedal and I propel myself forward, I put my way forward, I'll probably go forward. But these set of instructions, imagine that listed out and then added to a cartridge and said, okay, I'm Obina, I'm an agent, I will add that to myself so I'm able to understand how to, ride a bike. So skills have, not like me, skills have names, descriptions, and so the description essentially is like when to load, how to use it, when to use it. We'll see examples of that shortly, and there are 3 tiers of loading, and I will not go through all of this. I'll probably just refer to this as we need them. So let's get right into actually building something. 2 quick things before we open anything. To build an agent, just to reiterate, you need a subscription called Extend Pro and the role of a developer. The good news is that the role comes with the subscription. So if your organization has Extend Pro, you more likely ready. And if not, this is the first conversation you have to have with whoever sets up your Workday. The other thing to just mention is we're still in early access, so you might not even necessarily get access to this today. But like I said, if you are interested in signing up, I will leave the links to the early access in the description. Please sign up. We want to know how you're building. We have different use cases. We're talking to our customers and partners as well to ensure that everyone understands how to use this technology, because it's going to help teams, 10x their productivity. It's going to be amazing. So as for what we're building, you can pick whatever you want. Just also to note that Workday Developer Agent is accessible in the App Builder, Workday Web Editor, or in any editor that you want. So for example, if you're using VS Code, Cursor, Claude Code, you can access that from Developer Agent plugin. For this demo, I'm going to be using App Builder today because I want to keep everything in one window, and it's just the easiest way for people to follow along. So everything I do works the same way wherever you choose, and I can also show you examples of how I have been using that in Cursor. So enough yapping for me, let's get right into the code. So I'm just going to log in here. It's going to say invalid because I think I was logged in a while ago, but I'm just going to log back in here and just going to do some some authentication, and we're going to get right into it. So if your org doesn't look the same as mine, don't worry about it. This is an internal testing. Obviously we're building this and we're trying to get it to yours, so this is just internal testing. So first thing that we can do is, I remember you need a Workday Extend Pro, and the way that the agents work in the platform is that your agents live inside of a Workday tenant. So what that means is it has to live inside, not Workday tenant, sorry. It lives inside of an Extend application. So what that means is that you have to have an Extend application in order to have an agent there. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to start from scratch, but you can also, you see what I was mentioning about using Developer Agent to build Extend apps. I'm going to start from scratch here, and I'm just going to call this demo. Oh, also, I didn't even give you the context of why we're building what we're building. So, how do I link to this? Okay, so the context of why we're building this, I'm just gonna show this LinkedIn. So 3 weeks ago, I posted this, which was when the Workday Developer Docs went public outside of the login wall, and now just into public domain, so people can read it that without having to have a organization or tenants, and AI models could be able to use that as well for education. And my friend Maya asked me a question. So she was asking, does it mean that now I can automate my PTO submissions without going to the UI app? And I think I responded, yes, with agents. This was 3 weeks ago. So now that's what we're going to build. We're going to be building something to help my friend Maya just say, hey, I need today off, or next week, or this thing, and it just gets submitted automatically for her. She doesn't have to go put that in manually herself. And Maya, if you're watching this, let me know if you ever want to do a live stream together. That would be so cool. So I'm just gonna call the demo time off assistant. So just to note here that the name of the Extend application isn't necessarily the name of the agent. It's just what you want to call it, but that's what I'm choosing to call it now. And this is going to take us to here, and you can see we didn't necessarily lose anything because it's still there, and it gives you like some helpful prompts. And if you're not familiar with the app builder UI, then just we can do a quick run through. So you have orchestrations, which is like, allows you to do integrations, but that's not what this video is about. So I'm just gonna stick to what it's about, and we're gonna come here. We can click on this, and this is essentially where we're going to speak to Dev Agent to help us, to let us know, or to help us with what we're doing. So first thing I want to show you is you could just explain. Let's explain what this does. So we're going to describe the agent. I can open I've opened the dev agent panel now, and I'm just going to type in what I want to do. So build me an agent. Build me an agent that helps an employee request time off. It should ask which day or which days they want off and what type of leave it is, because that's important. Now the thing is, you want to be as descriptive as possible, because that's really how much it can get the context of what you're asking, and you don't have to repeat yourself a lot of the times. So then submit the time off requests in Workday. All right, so we're off to the races, and we're just I personally like to see how the harness, which is another keyword, which can be like wherever your LLMs are running, is like, you know, using, if it's going to reach out for skills, or what is it doing. So we can see here that it's searching for relevant Workday MCP tools for time off. So it's already going to go figure out, okay, what do I need? This is what the requirements are. What do I need in order to give me these requirements, and what do I need in order to give me the information I'm looking for? Now, once we can also see that now it's giving itself a set of tasks. It's created the request time of agent skill. So if you're familiar with the skills.md spec, yeah, this is the one I was looking for. So essentially the agent skill is like a folder with a skills.md that has like a bunch of like things, and this is the spec that Workday's agent skills also follow. So you see that show, oh yeah, it's finished. So now it can tell us what it's built for. So it's built 2 components, created request time of agent. So it's made the agent here, and I'm just gonna apply the changes first. And one of the features I do want to show here is you have this way of like approving what has been changed, and it literally, you see it shows up like a GitHub diff log. And the reason for that is you want to just ensure that I'm making changes. If someone else may be working on the same org with same permissions, has this locally, makes the same changes, then I can do merge conflict resolution without like just overriding what they've done. So that's why I asked you these questions, because I don't want you to feel like this is a black box and you see the exactly the path from row for you, and then it just like goes into the UI. So one thing that I'm going to show you here is you can flip between modes in App Builder. So you can, if someone doesn't really like to look at code, they really just want to write the thing, it gives you like the places that you can add the information. And the thing, I personally would just stick to code mode. But the thing I wanted to point out here is you can see that this is our agent. So it's a time off assistant. It understands, it has a description. It says, I am an AI assistant that helps employees request time off. It guides the employees through selecting their leave type, picking valid dates, reviewing their balance, and submitting the request. Also confirms before taking action. And this is what the system prompt essentially is. Now, the guidelines for this covers that if I go and ask this time off assistant about expense reports, it's going to respond to me, I am an AI assistant that helps people do this. I don't handle that. So that's very good in the way of like delegating or having agents. That's also a way to create the mental model of this agent does this specific task. It takes this specific input and gives you that specific output. It doesn't do anything else other than what it's supposed to do with the skills that it has in order to complete the task. So one of the things that it did in order to do this, and if you look here, you see that it's relying on this request time of skill. And like I mentioned earlier, a skill is essentially a step-by-step instruction of how to get to a deterministic end. So if you needed to learn how to ride a bike, a skill is going to be pedal, lean forward, try and keep your balance, move forward. If you're not moving, you get the gist of it. So now, some things that are very important in a skill. Firstly, the name, because this is how it's identified, and I can have a different live stream on what skill structure should be. And if you look here, I'm gonna see if I can open this. Should be able to open this split. Yeah. I'm gonna close this for now so that I can do that, and then you can see this. Yeah. So we're talking about the anatomy of a good skill. Now, the skill should have a name and description, which essentially is, the description is what lets your LLM know, or lets your agent, let's say agent. It's too many terms in this, but I don't want you to be confused. So the description is what tells your agent that, hey, reach for this when you need to do that. So here you can see it helps an employee request time off, guides the user through selecting their leave type, choosing valid dates, reviewing and submitting time off when confirmed steps before anything is submitted. So this is what the skill does. That's literally what it does. It does nothing else. And if you look at the metadata, it also includes, like, obviously with these are more Workday specific stuff, but again, like I mentioned, skills use specific tools, and it creates the tools when they are not available, or it searches for the tools in the MCP, protocol, and then they're able to pull in what they need from there. And you can see here that the list of steps. So it says, hey, firstly, greet the employee, fetch eligible absence types. So depending on what your org has as absence types, so it could be sick day, it could be vacation, it could be maternity, it could be whatever. And just list all of that out. And the thing is, now we're in the body. So obviously a good skill has a name, description. All of this is optional. Most skills, if you're from like if you're familiar with Claude, or how Codex or whatever provider that you use, similar in the sense that it has a name, a description, and a body. So this just covers how it should, step by step enable the agent to complete its task. And then you have error handling. So if this is absent, return no results. If that happens, then fix it for us. Now, the thing that I like to point out a lot with skills is you have to understand what goes inside. Now, we've not written this by hand, so it's been generated for us. But it's important to understand how these tools work. So the steps are there, it's valid. We don't have any examples of what a good time off request would look like, but we do have stop conditions. So we have error, or if this happens, then do that. Never guess or fabricate any type of IDs, allow IDs to return, and we have the name of the tools to use. Now I'm just going to separate these two so that we can just get back into it. And yeah, you see when we come back, it's still there. I've already mentioned that you need to just ensure that firstly, the description lines at the top is not decorative. This is for the triggers. This is what allows it to know when to use it. And a vague description really doesn't help, and the agent never quits, but it knows when to step in. So that's really good. Now, let's look at something else that's not here. There's no API, there's no like connection string, there's no secrets or time off tool bounds for like the skills for you. The agent reaches it through MCPs, right? And that's exactly what we want. So the next thing we're going to do here is essentially let's fine tune this a bit, because I made like this is what in summary what I wanted it to do. But I needed to be more specific. So if you wanted to provide more context in order to fine tune what the skill is doing, you can add a lot more information in there as well. So I could say update the request time of skill so it works like this. Read what the employee. Now this is one for me, because I usually use recording, so I dictate to the thing if I'm using Claude or whatever. So I think maybe that's one of the things I might take back to the product team, like, hey, can I just explain what I need to do? Read what the employee already told you and keep it. Cool. So it's not asking people for more information when they've already explained. Required items are the dates they want off, because I realize here that all of these are just they're just in the summary, and some of them are optional, so I need to just make it more enforced. So let me just get this. The required items and the date they want off, and the type of leave if either is missing, ask for it, never ask for something they already gave. Now, the reason I'm reinforcing this don't ask for something someone's already given is because for me, when interacting with a human, like, you know, that thing where like you've responded something and they're asking you, but what's the thing again? So it can be a bit like I want this to be as efficient as possible. So that's why I'm being very clear in, you know, don't ask me something I've given you before. Keep that, read it correctly so that you know what the options are. And yeah, so the dates are vague. Like, so this is also another condition, because if someone just says I want next Thursday off or the week of the 14th, I need my agent to be able to work that out. So what is next week? So not just ask someone, oh, I don't have the ability to do that. I want it to be able to say, okay, the week of this is that day, and confirm with the person. So I'm just going to add it there now. If the date is vague, like next Thursday, or the week of the 14th, work out the actual dates and include them so they can correct them. When you have both, read the full requests back in one short summary. So this might be too detailed for a lot of people, but I don't want anyone using this agent to be like, yeah, this is a chatbot. Now, people get a bit triggered when you say their agent is a chatbot, but really the truth is we're all learning this technology and we're figuring it out. So we're trying to see like how, you know, we can get to alignment in what these concepts are. But we're using them fast. We know what it feels like when it's a good agent. So I think that's what I'm trying to optimize for here. So short summary. So wait, let me just ensure that. So update the time of request skill so that it looks like this. If the dates are vague, like next Tuesday, correct them. Okay. When you have both, read back in a short summary. Okay, let's read back in a short summary. What should they return? The dates and the leave type. Ask them to confirm. Only after they confirm should you submit the time of requests with the time of tool. Then tell them it's submitted and pass back anything the tool returns, like a confirmation or status. Yeah, I think that's detailed enough. Yeah. So now let's again, like I said, I like to see what's doing. So it's reading the time of request agent skill, and the skill is okay. It's reading the request time of agent, and then the skill, and then it's checking to see if what I have asked it to do and what it's currently doing, they are matched, and if not, it's going to update the agent's skill. And there's something cool that someone told me to do it with agents or skill, especially skills, is if you run into an issue, like update the skill file so that it auto updates as it's understood, oh, this is an issue, so I need to essentially re-audit myself, which is how we learn as humans. So that's always good. So it's going to do the edit. So now it's editing. Okay, so it's read through and it's probably seeing some issues, and wow, why is it clearing everything? But this is good, because what that means is Okay, validation passed. Here is what changed. It's smarter information gathering explicitly reads what the employer has already said. Thank you. Vague date rotation if employer says next Thursday or this, which is exactly what I wanted. Amazing. Once both inputs are in hand, the skill reads back a short summary. Thank you. And okay, suggest the next step. Test the Workday prompt. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. I think this is fine, and we can confirm. Okay, only updated the skill, which is good. And I think the next thing I want to show is, so now we have our skill, we have our agent, we understand how they feed into each other, we understand what the importance of it is. You can also again toggle between visual or code mode. You can get the, you can see what that looks like. I'm just sticking to this. I think the next thing we can do is save and deploy. So the save and deploy process is essentially just you deploying it to your tenants, and we're going to see how the next phase of the thing is, because in the Workday context, because of how sensitive the kind of data you're working with is and the way that Workday has structured its AI infrastructure, you can't just deploy an agent and start using it. It has to be, so we want to understand who has access to this agent, what does this agent have access to, who can manage it, how can you access it, and let me deploy this, and where does it go when it's done all the things it's supposed to do. So I'm going to take this off screen so I can, this is what the kind of thing you're going to get. I'm going to take this off screen so I can add my credentials, and one sec. So all right, that's all added. And yeah, so I've renamed the agent here. I just added the demo just so that I can remember what it is. But remember where I mentioned this previously, that the name of the extend application, which is where the agent sits, doesn't necessarily mean that that is the name of the agent, but I've just made them the same name so I can discover it quickly in our we have a lot of people testing, so that's why you should sign up for the EA program. So I'm going to save and deploy this, and if I've done this correctly, it should be building the application, and then we should see it deployed. Yeah, so if I go to the view agent directory, I go to overview, configure agent, and I search for my demo time off. Yeah, found it. If I go to okay, now this is where it gets very interesting. Even though we have already deployed this agent, someone has to come and enable it. So turned it on now, and I'm saying, okay, who should be able to access this? And you can see if it's something sensitive, you can have like managers only, or all managers, or doc managers, excuse me, specific managers can access this. But this is a tool for like everyone, so I'm just going to make it all users. And when I do that, click on this agent skill, confirm, save. Now when I go to here, I should be able to find it if I hit refresh, and yeah, there it is. So your most recent agent pops up first. Now how am I going to show you how this works? I'm gonna say something very generic, like okay, let me try and make that more visible. I could say something like not feeling well today, help me book a sick day. So you see that if I've just given it like a sentence, and let's see what it brings back to me. Should be, so it's listing the MCP tools that are available for this agent. It's going through the skill, trying to figure out, okay, this person isn't feeling well, and you can see I've inferred some dates there by saying today, and the type by saying book me a sick day. And you can see, very simple, because when you're sick, you don't really have the strength to put a lot of information. So Monday 14th July, it said July, but we're in June. Okay, maybe it thinks this is a different day. Why does it think that? I'm not sure. Could it be? Okay, maybe. Okay, but you see, the thing is, it's able to infer. But let me say, today is the 29th of June, and let me see if it can infer that. But you see, here's the issue now. Because I've seen this, I can go back to my agent and say, hey, I said today and you gave me the 14th of July. What date format are you using? And we can do that as well. But let me see. 29th is valid. Here is oh, I see why. The year. But anyways, this is something that we can fix. Let me try and fix that. So I sent a request for a sick day and got back. The thing is, sent that by accident. There's no way to stop it yet. Yeah, oh, you see, it knows that the message has been cut off. So it's not going to finish, it's not going to complete the task until I finish my thought. That's nice. We're currently in June 2026 and today is 29th, Monday. Yeah. So let's see how it resolves that issue. But the thing, while it's doing that, let's just go back to our agent and we can see, yeah, I'm gonna close these tabs so I don't keep coming back. But yeah, we can see here that, yeah, we've just assigned it, we've configured it, we've allowed whoever, we can activate, deactivate. We can see like how often are people using this? Are people actually using the agent? Is it something that, you know, people reach for? How helpful is it to the team? And yeah, you can see that we're actively testing this and people are actively building agents. So yeah, let me see what the solution is. Good catch. The skill has been updated. This addressed the date resolution instructions were explicitly warned the agent not to rely on its train dates to infer today's date, which is why. Oh, that was my bad. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So apply the changes, confirm, going to save and deploy again. And because it's so amazing, it's going to just push that up for me. And obviously I'm going to skip through the alt because I'm still in the same session. And if I say continue this same chat, let me see, I need to hit refresh just for my own sake. Oh yeah, but you can still come back to, like, you know, the chat and say, okay, let's see if it's updated its behavior to, yeah, amazing. Now it's told me it's the 29th of June. Okay, let me see if there's a new let me see if a fresh chat solves this. The thing is, I could spend all the time just trying to fine tune how it works, but that's part of the development process, isn't it? Just getting people to understand how you know, the back and forth goes. I found sick hours in your eligible sick days I'll book it for you. Can you confirm today's date so I can log it? Ah, okay. This is not what I wanted. But at least it's not relying. Again, remember, this is still like an active development. So all of this is feedback for me to even take back to the team. But essentially, I think it's using its own inferred dates still than the ones that I requested it for. But let's see. Yeah, because it's refusing to come to this here. But let's see. Yeah, submit. I like to say please and thank you. Just so that, you know, whenever the AGI comes, I'm able to. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, this is not a Workday. Do you mean that's here? Yeah. Due Monday. So this is also very good because it can infer that this date is not a Workday, so you can't be taking sick day on a non-Workday. Workday on Workday. I find it's gonna be a beautiful tongue twister for me doing these videos or live streams. I plan on doing, you know, both, so let's see. Okay, so now we're in the. We're just waiting for that to complete, but let me see what this issue was. Wow, that good catch. Using the current date from this runtime context. Okay. Oh, so what it did give me, what's that? Let me see. Also, something that we don't have yet is a way to like revert back to the previous. So if I said, hey, the thing I just told you, now forget about that, go back, I would have to like revert that in a way. So yeah, but let's see. Oh, see, it's even said it's booked, request ID, status in progress, take care of yourself, feel better soon, very quickly. And if I wanted to check if so I can go to personal time management hub, I could check my absence, and just remember that this system is in 2025. So let me see, there you go. Oh, I've been going out sick a lot, but you can see it sent the thing, it's submitted, and whoever's going to approve that will approve it. So just to wrap up a bit more here, the thing that I want y'all to remember in this video is that firstly, you can build agents with skills. You can you have to author them, register them before you can invoke them, and to build, and you can fine-tune the process between this. Now there's I think where we are currently right now as an industry, human thinking of how to solve problems is it's very important, so people can, you know, reason out a problem and then figure out how to make those into skills. You want your domain experts writing skills. You want them communicating how they think about a problem in a way that allows to remove like bottlenecks. So for example, this is the only guy that knows how to configure X. Now we need to take that information, put that into an agent so that the agent understands how to configure X, so that we can take that away from waiting for him, especially if you're working like in a team that's like in a different time zone. So yeah, I hope that, you know, you build your agents, sign up to the early access program, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.